Hello there and warm welcome to Superscreen's Midday News broadcasting to live from Lagos. I am Adinike Owoye Ajiboye. Some members of the House of Representatives have described the payment of over $400 million for 12 Tucano fighter aircraft without the approval of the National Assembly as unconstitutional and impeachable. The lawmakers expressed their views after a letter from the presidency explaining the reason for spending the funds was read on the floor of the House. According to the letter, the money was spent in anticipation of the approval of the National Assembly. Although debate on the matter has been slated for yet to be announced date, the lawmakers insist the president's letter is an evidence of acceptance of constitutional breach. President Muhammadu Buhari, with state governors elected under the platform of the All Progressives Congress (APC), have met behind closed doors at the presidential villa, Abuja. A presidency source who spoke on anonymity to journalists said the item on the agenda of the meeting is how governors would work towards the emergence of former Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole as the party's national chairman. The party's national convention, where new members of the party's national working committee will emerge, has been slated for May 14 in Abuja. Meanwhile, the 24 governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress (APC) have announced the endorsement of President Muhammadu Buhari's candidature for the 2019 presidential race. Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha made the position of the governors known to journalists after a closed-door meeting with the president at the presidential villa, Abuja. Okorocha said that they communicated their support for the president's re-election bid at the meeting, adding that the issue of the forthcoming convention and congresses was discussed in order to make it hitch-free. A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Edo State, Major General Charles Akibere, retired, has faulted the endorsement of former governor of Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole, by the South-South caucus of the party for the national chairmanship position. Akibere insisted Oshiomhole is not an alternative to John Odige Oyegun. The APC chieftain also said Oyegun is the best option, given how he kept the ruling party together despite its challenges faced after winning the 2015 presidential election. Ahead of the June 16 local government election in Rivers State, some political parties have commenced party primary elections to select their flag bearers. In Ikwere local government area, the immediate past publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Samuel Nwanosike, emerged the winner and chairmanship flag bearer of the party. Details in this report.
In the build-up to the June 16 council election in Rivers State, delegates of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Ikwere local government area came out en masse to vote party flag bearers for the 2019 council poll. After the conclusion of voting, the immediate past publicity secretary of PDP, Samuel Nwanosike, was unanimously voted as the party's chairmanship candidate. Nwanosike won the primary by scoring a total of 255 votes. Returning officer Professor Otuboye Obianime commended the people for their peaceful conduct.
Let us give thanks to God that we are in an atmosphere of joy, happiness, peace, and no rancor whatsoever. In some places they are breaking heads because of vote, but here we can see everybody is moving around, shaking one another in peace.
Chairmanship candidate of the PDP, Samuel Nwanosike, told journalists that the issue of security, education and welfare of the people will be his priority once elected.
We encourage our young ones to go into sporting. We encourage our young ones to go into academics. We make sure that we rebuild a lot of the primary schools that have been abandoned by previous administration, because the state government cannot do it all. The little things we can do to support the state government, we will do them. We also make sure that those who live in the Ikwere local government have a reason to be happy that yes, there's a government that's working for them.
A total of 290 delegates participated in the PDP primary elections, which recorded 260 valid votes and 4 invalid votes.
Now, in anticipation of the 2019 general elections, stakeholders in the country have raised alarm over the proliferation of political parties. They called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to propose an amendment of the 1999 Constitution and the Electoral Act to ensure only parties with reasonable popular support have access to contest in the elections. Convener of the Nigerian Election Working Group, Professor Adele Jinadu, who disclosed this to journalists in Abuja, decried the proliferation and called for an immediate solution.
In the light of the foregoing observations, the Nigerian Election Working Group resolved as follows. 1. The number of political parties registered in the country is becoming excessive, and INEC has no legal basis to constrain the process because of successive Supreme Court judgments have compelled INEC to register almost all applicants.
Jinadu also urged electoral officials and voters not to be discouraged from participating in the elections next year. Senator Dino Malai is said to be in the intensive care unit of Zangli Hospital opposite the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, Mabushi in Abuja. The embattled lawmaker representing Kogi West was arrested yesterday morning from his residence in Abuja following the police siege on his house that started Monday afternoon. But the lawmaker, who later gave himself to police for arrest, had issues with security operatives on their way to Kogi State, which is contrary to the wish of the lawmaker. Eyewitnesses' accounts say the lawmaker was injured as a result of his refusal and struggle with the armed policemen inside the police van on their way to Kogi High Court.
This morning, I saw at the area, I won't know about, I just saw the team of police that was leading. I don't know where they're actually taking him to. I don't know where they are taking the distinguished senator to. But I just heard shoot, then I saw crowd. The next thing we saw the man on the floor. And then people gathered, and then some people just move, and that was how we left the place. But the point is, this is Nigeria, this is our country. I don't know why we got to where we are now. I don't know where we got to where we are. Yeah. I don't know whether they shoot him, whether they push him out of the vehicle, or what actually transpired. But I know that I saw mammoth crowd in the one about that was saying, this man, you cannot do anything, and you cannot do anything to this man, and they move him from there. We just saw them taking him in just now, so we don't know the situation now. He has been moved to emergency theater.
Malai has been objecting to the decision to either be arrested by the Kogi Police Command or arraigned before the Kogi High Court on security grounds, which reportedly pitched him against the law enforcement agents. The fear of Malai's safety was heightened following lingering political difference he has been having with Governor Yahaya Bello of his home state. Now, Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has reacted to the arrest and alleged manhandling of Senator Dino Malai representing Kogi West. Fayose, who disclosed this on his Twitter handle, said if the police utilized same aggressiveness in Dino's arrest in fighting killer herdsmen, the incessant killings in Nigeria would be brought under control. The governor also pointed out that armed bandits have taken over Zamfara State and communities are constantly being invaded in Kogi State and people are being brutally killed with properties destroyed, and the police are yet to bring the situation under control. Still staying with Ekiti State, The All Progressives Congress (APC) has inaugurated the screening and appeal committees for aspirants contesting the May 5 primary to elect the party standard bearer for the 2018 Ekiti State governorship election. The party's national organizing secretary, Osita Izunaso, who inaugurated the committee, said the screening is mandatory for all aspirants. Uzunaso said the committees would rely on the party's 2014 guidelines for the nomination of candidates for public office in carrying out the assignment. Members of the screening committee are Timipre Silva, Adentin Ogwehi, Samaila Yusuf, Amina Gamawa, Ayo Afolabi, Bilyamin Shinkafi, and Mohammed Mustafa. 6th Division of Nigerian Army, Port Harcourt, has started its sporting week. The inter-formation sports competition is set to test the physical, mental, and intellectual abilities of soldiers and officers of the Army. A General Officer commanding GOC, the division, Major General Musa Yusuf, charged soldiers to imbibe the spirit of sportsmanship and compete with honor, which would help during combat operations.
The sport week is an important period in this formation's calendar. Conducted among other physical benefits, bring formation under the DIP together to compete and showcase their level of endurance, physical fitness, and also identify sportsmen that will represent the DIP at the Nigerian Army sports level coming up later in the year.
Highlighting the significance of the competition, Air Vice Marshal Okichuku Untukogo said the competition is aimed at improving the team spirit, endurance, and spirit of cooperation amongst troops.
Training is a hallmark of military profession. Hence, you must take it very seriously at all levels. I want to use this medium to encourage all participants to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship. Another is spirit of Olympic, which is participation. It's better than winning at all costs. Be fair, free from drugs, free from enhancing performance enhancer.
The inter-formation sports competition will include sports like football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, among others. A federal high court sitting in Katsina has ordered the former governor Ibrahim Shema be remanded in the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC custody until April 27 for alleged money laundering. Shema is standing trial before the court for allegedly misappropriating about 5.7 billion naira Shopee funds during his tenure as governor. During the proceedings, the defense counsel Emmanuel Ukala told the court they had filed a bail for application on April 18. The prosecution counsel Sam Olugunarisa, however, objected to the application, saying that the court cannot take bail cognizance because the court does not assume jurisdiction. Members of the Bring Back Our Girls BBOJ campaign have called for the removal of the Inspector General of Police IGP Ibrahim Idris. A co-convener of BBOJ, Obi Ezekwesili, made the demand on behalf of the group during a protest in Abuja. She accused the police authorities of deploying armed police personnel in the area to disperse citizens who were calling for democratic accountability. According to her, the police officials came with canisters of tear gas and other materials that could be harmful to the human body. The BBOJ co-convener also alleged the police used the materials to disperse members of the group whom she insisted were carrying out their constitutional responsibility. Now, 5 people have been confirmed dead as bandits attacked Bena, a town in Danko Wasagu local government area of Kebbi State. The State Commissioner of Police, Kabiru Ibrahim, who disclosed this to journalists, said 11 of the bandits, 10 of whom are Zamfara indigents and 1 from Kebbi, have been arrested. He also said the bandits invaded the Kebbi town to carry out the attack on border villages at Bena district 2 days after they attacked Kaburu, a village bordering Kebbi and Zamfara states. Ibrahim also said that the command has deployed police, mobile force, SAS, safer highway patrol teams, and a surveillance team to the affected areas to checkmate the activities of the bandits. If you have just joined us, you're watching Superscreen Media News. So we'll take a short break here. When we return, we'll bring you business news. Join us again.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigeria government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why? It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family. You are fighting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not a mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Each shop there are 4 million naira. So I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it. The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
One minute things to stay with us now in business world. A Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola, says the federal government has not done enough in the area of maintenance of infrastructure across the country. The minister disclosed this while receiving an award of recognition from the Association of Indigenous Construction Contractors of Nigeria. The minister, in a statement issued by his special advisor in communications, Hakim Bello, said that another area where massive scope existed for partnership was in the maintenance sector, adding that the ministry was already working on setting up an infrastructure maintenance framework. The Lagos State government says its internally generated revenue for the first quarter of 2018 is 103.476 billion naira, as against 96.7 billion naira recorded in 2017. The Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Segun Banjo, disclosed this during the ministry's conference to mark the third year in office of Governor Akinwumi Ambade's administration in Alausa, Ikeja. Banjo said in terms of total revenue generation, for 141 billion naira was generated as total revenue against 124.141 billion naira achieved in 2017. He also said that this year's first quarter performance is 70.816 billion naira higher than the previous year's performance. Still talking business news, the Federal Inland Revenue Services (FRS) has generated a total of 1.17 trillion naira in the first quarter of the year from the collection of various taxes. According to a letter written by the Executive Chairman of the FIRS, Tunde Fowler, to the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, the amount realized in the first quarter of 2018 is 393.39 billion naira, more than what was generated in the first 3 months of 2017. The breakdown of the revenue collection shows that petroleum profits tax collection rose by 91% from 338.29 billion naira in the first quarter of 2017 to 644.76 billion naira in the first 3 months of this year, by 30% from 100. While companies' income tax grew by 30% from 155.57 billion naira to 202.16 billion naira in the period under review. Well, that's it in business news. Well, we'll take another short break. More news after this timeout. Join us again.